Hey, what's up, ladies and gentlemen? It's your spiritual biker brother, Bodhi here. Just finished another meditation session at the park. I want to ask you a question. What is spirituality? What does it mean to practice spiritual method, religion, theology? See, I used to hear people ridicule spirituality in general, saying things like it's bogus, make-believe, hippie jargon that is based on fantasy and not the real world. I don't really hear them say that anymore because at this point they probably know that it would bring about an onslaught of truth speaking that they probably don't have the courage to confront. The reason why spirituality isn't bogus, but instead the realest thing that you could ever possibly do, is because if you can see it for what it is, instead of just a collection of mythological stories and creative nonsense, you recognize that the study and practice of spiritual belief is the most effective and efficient self-help program ever created. The reason why no other self-help program has permanent effects is because they don't really help you improve the self. They only show you how to get very good at one task, like losing weight, portraying confidence, overcoming a problem, reaching a goal. But all of those things aren't you. Those things are momentary representations of you. They're momentary tasks that you're doing for a period of time. You're not improving the self, this divine, God-given vehicle in its entire glory, because the self isn't momentary. The self is the entire thing, meaning the Trinity of mind, body, and spirit. Real self-improvement is the elevation of your mind beyond issues, beyond mental weakness, and the overwhelming web of thoughts and concepts that you process non-stop until they bog you down. It's the elevation of the spirit into a state of love for oneself and one's environment, and elevation of the body into the highest possible state of functionality for the purpose of execution. See, spirituality, Zen, yoga, God, these are all just words. They're just labels that we use. And what is being judged is the label. But it's not about the label, it's what it represents. It represents the truth. God is just another word for the fundamental truth behind existence. It's that immensely potent, cataclysmic power that is the absolute truth of you and the truth of your life. It's that truth that you are unwilling to confront under normal circumstances and instead hide behind the things that comfort you, like drinking, gambling, promiscuity, toxic relationships, infidelity, drugs. Because the truth is too unbearable to withstand when you're surrounded by people living in fear, doing everything they can to hide from their own truth. But what needs to be confronted is the truth of how you feel on an everyday basis, the truth of how fulfilled this life makes you, the truth of how much you really love yourself, and the truth about the environment that you unfold in and the effects that it has on you. The truth that you're unwilling to confront is why you act different in front of different people, because you don't have the courage to simply be yourself in front of everyone. It's the reason why no matter how many blessings you think you have, they aren't fulfilling you. It's why there's no burning desire to take on this gorgeous life in the morning when you wake up in the morning. Because instead of confronting those most difficult truths of yourself that would eventually lead you into a blissful and fulfilling life, you choose the easiest, most instantly gratifying option. And it's the challenging choices, the difficult decisions that will elevate you. Going through a life of choosing what is most convenient, most available, and most instantly gratifying isn't gonna take you into a fulfilling life. It isn't gonna present the challenges that fortify your mind, heart, and spirit to prepare for that good life. It's gonna take you into that mediocre life that everyone else is living, because the majority of us have become terrified of being ourselves and confronting the truth. The truth that leads us to a blissful life, once you confront and accept it, the truth that is heaven on earth in the form of the most divine and beautiful human experience flowing through your stream of consciousness that makes you feel alive in the world. So spirituality is a method of confronting the truth of yourself. Spirituality is going from I drink because I like it, because it's fun, because I enjoy it, to why do I like it? Why do I enjoy it? Knowing that it's causing me and others pain. Pain in the form of bad decisions, lying, hiding, deceiving myself and others, destroying my own body. Spirituality takes you from cheating on your spouse because you enjoy it, because it feels good and you know that they won't find out, to understanding that there's an immense void in your life that you're desperately trying to fill selfishly at the expense of your own partner's life, love, and peace of mind. Spirituality takes you from blaming your spouse, your friends, your co-workers, your boss for your own dissatisfaction, to blaming yourself for accepting a situation that you aren't content with, instead of putting in an effort to improve or changing it. Spirituality is the truth behind the illusion of thoughts that you use to hide from it and cower in fear. So what happens when you don't confront the truth? You have to suffer the consequences of hiding. And those consequences lead us into a hellish prison of ego constructs and mental concepts that create a web of lies and illusion in the mind and completely corrupt your perception of this world to the point where you're trapped in this feeling of insecurity, inadequacy, lack of confidence, helplessness, low self-esteem, and withered and weak free will muscles that keep you from elevating yourself out from that rut. It leads you into hell on earth, which is that overwhelming pain, fear, and existential angst that invades every part of your being when you're alone, when you're not distracting yourself with mundane tasks like a job that you don't like a romantic partner that you don't love, or like instant gratifications like sex, food, drinking, drugs, television, social media. It literally feels like hell. That's why you need those things to overcome that hellish prison, at least for a moment. Why would anybody be worried about the devil in the afterlife, about burning in an eternal lake of fire? Living that life of lies and deception of yourself is the most torturous life you can live. So don't hide from life in your bubble of comfort, letting your most precious commodity slip away from your hands forever. That commodity of time. Because after all of your time is gone and in the past, you'll realize that it wasn't comfort that you had, it was numbness. It wasn't feeling no pain, it was feeling nothing. And that's why you were unfulfilled. Because in order to numb pain, you have to numb every other feeling in you. And when we go through life feeling nothing, it feels extremely unfulfilling. It feels like we can look around and see all of these things that we should be grateful for, all of these blessings, and somehow they still don't fulfill us. Because when we're denying ourselves out of fear, out of fear for growing, nothing in life can bring true fulfillment. Because we can't really love any aspect of this life without loving ourselves. If we haven't reached that level where we truly value ourselves with the truth of ourselves, then we haven't yet learned what real value is. And in turn, we can't value love, we can't value other people, we can't value any other blessing in this beautiful life. So that's what spirituality is, my friends. It's the true self-help method for the purpose of elevating the self into a higher state of existence, a higher state of consciousness, and a higher state of feeling. Feeling. That's the thing that we've forgotten in this life. We go through life thinking constantly about this and that. And we go through life thinking and deducing and logicizing so much that we forgot how to feel. And that's why it hurts. And that's why we're in pain. And that's why we're not fulfilled. Because we can't feel anymore. Because we're too busy numbing feeling because it hurts so much. Because we're unwilling to confront the things in our life that are really causing us pain. The things that we're really hiding from. That truth. And so that is spirituality. It's a method. It's a vehicle. It's a process that will get you into that good life, that bliss, that true heavenly feeling on earth in this reality, in this stream of consciousness, in this life. I appreciate you guys. Thank you so much. If you want to know any more about that illusion of thoughts, or you want to find out more about this higher state of consciousness, go ahead and download my 5 Roadblocks to Happiness, which is available through that link on my bio. Make sure you hit like. I appreciate all your support, and nothing but love, my beautiful family. Thank you.